I know some of you. I'm Dr. Jared McCollum. I run Healing Elements in Okotoks. We opened up this space last year. We use it for some of our classes, other things. We taught a lot of meditation last spring in here, and we're just starting it up again this fall. Wednesday nights we'll be doing a free guided meditation from 7 to 7:30, and we'll probably be running it till around mid-December, and then we'll be doing it up in Okotoks again after that. How many of you have taken any meditation before? Some, okay. So there is as many styles of meditation as there's languages, probably. And with that comes a lot of confusion on what meditation is. Because sometimes some of the ideas around meditation are that, it's all about emptying your mind. That you need to have a completely empty mind to meditate. Well, that couldn't be further from the truth. To have a completely empty mind, you have to have a lobotomy. You basically have to be brain dead to empty your mind. Your mind is always working. It's always going. The idea behind true meditation is getting your mind at this state where you're in the moment. And most of our lives, we spend our time, as we're young, we're always thinking of the future. I want to be an adult. I want to drive a car. I want my freedom. I want to be able to do whatever I want. We're constantly thinking of what's laying ahead of us. And as we age, there's a time in just about everyone's life where all of a sudden things switch, and they spend the rest of their lives thinking back to the past. Oh, when I was young, and when the kids were still around, when my knees worked, all these things, and they start thinking back, and they live their lives either focusing on the future or remembering the past. And the problem with that is peace occurs in the moment. And when we spend too much of our focus and our time in the past or the future, we rob ourselves of contentment and peace. Because almost all the stress we have is created in the mind. And so you think about it, stress, and the immediate stress is, I've been in a car accident. I'm being chased by a big scary dog. These are stressful experiences and moments. These are happening right now. And that's when we're in the moment, and it's doing its job of pumping adrenaline, getting us moving, getting us to safety. But once that is passed, we should always be in this state of peace and contentment. But what happens is our minds go back into the past, and we think about all the silly things we did, or the things we wish we would have done, or that we wish we could change. And those are created in the mind. They're not happening right now, but yet we choose to, reminisce and bring back those memories and feelings, and we stew on them, and we create stress based from that memory. And then we think about the future, and we worry about all the things that could happen, all the things we want to control, all the things that are scary. And then we're not in the moment again, and we're creating that stress again. So meditation is that ability to let go of the thoughts of the future and the thoughts of the past and just be here and be here now. Because when we're in the moment and our mind lets go of those two things, there's peace. There is no stress because we're not in immediate stress. Like right now, there's nothing that should be causing us any stress. And we're only creating it if we're doing it through our mind. So the more time we spend connecting with our bodies, connecting with our breath, connecting with the moment, the more peace we can find. And the more we can take that feeling and that intention with us throughout the day. Because you've spent that time there in meditation. You've become familiar with it. You know what it feels like, and you know how your mind works, where, okay, that thought is not right now. That thought was yesterday, or that focus is tomorrow. I can let go of that. I've done what I can to prepare. I've done what I could to say sorry about the past. I've prepared for the future. In the moment, there's nothing I need to do. Okay? So when we meditate, there's many, many styles. I'm just going to close the door now. And, a lot of people think meditation is either... Anyone here think meditation's chanting? Yeah. And it can be. There are certain styles where you're chanting or you're breathing in this nose and then out the other. And, there's some Zen meditations where you sit still for hours and hours. And if you fall asleep or aren't sitting up straight, someone comes along and whacks you with a stick. There's some pretty extreme styles of meditation. And we're not going there, okay? Because there are some fundamental principles in every style of meditation that makes it meditation and makes it powerful. And they're just 4 steps, really. 1 is breathing. Okay? The foundation essentials to all meditation is breathing. Now, breath work. Our breath connects us to our body and to the moment. So when we feel distracted or lost in thought or not in the moment, our breath is there to focus on, to bring us back into our body, back into the moment, and to let go of the stress. It's our anchor. It's the foundation through all our meditation. If we're feeling lost, if we're feeling we're being tossed around on the ocean of thought, we go back to our breath. It anchors us in and, gets us back on home base, gets us safe. So breathing is the foundation. Next up is stillness. Okay? Now, there's some meditations where we aren't still, that we're moving. There's Qigong, Tai Chi, walking meditation, yoga, things like this. But we're still practicing stillness. Now, stillness isn't just being still. It's still in the mind, still in the body. Even though we're moving, it's conscious movement. It's, still moving. And, wrapping our mind around that idea that we're moving with intention or we're sitting with intention. We're not just still doing nothing. We're holding that stillness. We're still and calm and centered in our stillness. Okay? Next up is time. Okay? It takes time to meditate. It takes more than a minute to meditate and to get something out of it. But do we need to meditate for 8 hours a day? Do we need to do a whole weekend of silent meditation to get benefit from it? No. Okay, there's a certain amount of time of daily meditation that we can get great benefit from it. It's not 2 minutes, okay? And sure, if you could do an hour a day, great. But even better is, the magic number sits around 20 minutes. 2 segments of 20 minutes of meditation is far more beneficial than an hour. Because if you can go back to that stillness and stop and breathe twice a day, you're doing far more for yourself than a whole hour in one day. And so taking that time to slow down, to breathe, and it seems like as we're sitting in that stillness, there's all the noise, all the thoughts, all the things that distract us, and our mind, it's like peeling away layers, and slowly, quietly, we settle in. And it's around that 15 to 20 minute mark where we get there. It's quiet, it's centered, and we're starting to benefit from it. Now, if it takes you 20 minutes to get there, sit in it a few more minutes and enjoy it. Be with it. Get that benefit out of it. If you can get there in 5 or 10 minutes, great. Sit with it, be with it, but you really don't need to go much further than 20, 25 minutes around there to get that benefit from. Because once you get to that place and you feel it and you're there, get up and take that with you. We can't hide in meditation all our lives. Okay, this is what a lot of monks do. They go and they hide away from the world, And it's easy to live that world where everyone else is doing the same things, and everyone's quiet, and everyone's singing, everyone's meditating, everyone's helping and supporting each other. But when you get out in the real world, it's hard. And we want to use meditation as a tool to benefit us in the real world. We want to take that feeling, we want to take that foundation with us, and use it to benefit others and work for our lives. And it may take our whole lives to truly benefit from it, but the benefit of, the real benefit I find from meditation is that feeling and peace that comes from getting there. We may not be able to take it with us all day, but when we're there, it's lifting a burden. We're letting go of all those pressures and stress, and we can be light for a while. And the more often we can do that, we release that stress and heaviness. There's one more step that wraps it all up and makes it work, and that's awareness. Because you can breathe, you can sit still, and you can spend some time at it, but you're not meditating if you're not aware. And awareness comes into that idea of mindfulness. We're aware and mindful of our bodies, what we're doing right now in this moment, and then we're aware of the moment. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, right now. And so when we meditate, our goal is always to turn ourselves back to the center, back to the moment. And you will struggle with this, okay? It will be this constant battle. You will get better at it. It will be this thing that eventually you're like, oh, finally, I can stop, I can breathe, I can go here, and I can let go of everything. All the stresses I'm worrying about with this, or with work, or with school, or family, I can just let it go for 20 minutes, and I don't have to think or stress about it. I can just be here right now. And that's an incredible gift, to think you can let go of all those worries, all the anger, all the sadness, all the fear. Just let it all go and just be you. You don't have to be who everyone thinks you need to be. You don't have to look how everyone thinks you need to look. You don't have to act the way the world wants you to act. You can just be you. And that's what our ultimate goal is with meditation. Okay? We don't have to take it to a religious place. We don't have to take it to any existential place. It's just really simple foundations, okay, of just being here in the moment. So as we meditate today, keep that in mind. This is where we're going. We're going back to the moment, and we're trying to find that stillness and that peace. Okay? Any questions about that? All right. Do you guys want pillows for behind your back?
Sure.
We've got these here.
Thank you.
All right. All right. If you need to move, you're welcome to. If you need to lay down, you're welcome to. If you want to sit in one of these awesome chairs, you can too. If you're like, this isn't working for me, go lay down in the chair. Okay? We can meditate laying on the ground in Shavasana. We can meditate, sitting in a chair. We can meditate standing. The thing is we have to find that stillness. I'm not a big proponent of this is the position you're in. You have to suffer through it and work at it and make it happen, because I don't think meditation's that much about suffering. It's about letting go. And if you're in a position that's not comfortable, you can't let go. So if you need to move and adjust for a few minutes, you go right ahead. Okay? All right. So, all right, where'd my music go? Okay. So find that stillness. Let's start with closing our eyes. Closing the eyes helps us to focus within. To focus on us in the moment. So start focusing on the breath. We don't have to force it. It doesn't have to be deep and relaxed yet. Just let it go. Just let yourself breathe. And just pay attention to it. Follow your breath. Where is it going? How does it make you feel? What emotions come up when you pay attention to your breath? Are you feeling calm and relaxed? Do you feel a little agitated or busy? Don't worry about those feelings or emotions. Just focus on the breath. Just let them go. You don't have to judge them, judge yourself. Just notice them and then let go. Just allow yourself to breathe. Now let's slowly relax the body. So as you breathe in, allow yourself to tense up your scalp and eyebrows a bit, feeling that tension and tightness. And then as you breathe out, release. Let the scalp and the forehead and eyebrows all relax, letting it go. And next, bring a little bit of tension into the jaw and the face, feeling that tightness, scrunch everything up, feeling that. And then with your next exhale, release it. Let it become loose and relaxed. Next, breathing into your shoulders and your chest and upper back. Feeling that tension and tightness, pulling it all in. And then with your exhalation, let it go. Letting the shoulders drop and relax and loosen. Feeling the chest opening up and releasing with every breath. Upper back, open and relax. With your next breath, move into the abdomen and low back, tightening, feeling the tension, drawing in the belly button. And then with your next exhalation, release, allowing your back and abdomen to relax. Feeling your abdomen loose and relaxed, your back soft and supple. Next, guide your breath into your hips and glutes, feeling your buttocks tighten, hip flexors tighten, and then let it relax with your exhalation. Loose through the hips. And each breath, feeling that loose, relaxed feeling from the top of the head into your hips. With your next breath, draw your attention and energy into your quads and hamstrings, feeling them tight and feeling that strength. And then with your exhalation, release it, letting it go. Letting those muscles relax, feeling long and loose. Next, draw your attention into your arms and hands, feeling that tense, making a fist, drawing the arms in, feeling that tight. And then when you exhale, release it, feeling the arms relax, the hands relax, everything opening up. And with your next breath, drawing your energy down into your calves and feet, feeling that tension and tightness, drawing those muscles in, and then with your exhalation, release. Feeling your calves loose and your toes and feet light and supple and loose. Now from the top of your head to the tips of your fingers and the bottoms of your feet, you're feeling light and loose and relaxed. Let your breath now cycle in through your body. Focusing at that point at the top of your head, as though an opening in a conduit. And as you breathe in, allow that white cleansing light from the universe enter through the top of your head, cycling and swirling through the body, releasing and cleansing. As you exhale, release it and allow it to leave the body. Breathing in to every cell of your body and breathing out with every cell of your body. Breathing in as though your whole body were a lung. And breathing out with every part of your body. Releasing, loosening and relaxing your whole body. Now do a reassessment of your mind and your thoughts from where you started to where you are now. How do you feel? Feel a little more centered, a little calmer? Are your thoughts slowing down? Are they quietening a bit? Are you getting a little more connected to this moment and this time? The world wants us to have a busy mind. It fills us with noise from media, music, advertising, expectations from teachers and family and the world. We're constantly bombarded by noise and judgments and expectations. Where we meditate, this place we go to, none of these things exist. There's no judgments, no expectations. Nothing needs to be accomplished. All we're looking for is peace. But to achieve that peace, we choose to let go of the noise. We choose to release ourselves from those judgments and expectations. Choosing to be us, our true self, and in this moment, in the quiet, in the stillness. So as those thoughts come back into the mind, those concerns from others and from the world, don't fight them. Don't push them away. We can acknowledge them, but we choose not to focus on them. So as they come to your mind in the forefront, you can give it a bit of attention, but then choose to let it go. Allow it to enter your mind, but slide right out again. Allow it to be slippery. Don't allow that thought to grab a hold of you. It is your mind. It is your focus. So as those thoughts come, let them go. And if you find it settles too long within your mind, go to your breath. Taking that breath in, focusing on your body, and where that breath goes to, and just let it go. Let it go with your breath. Let that thought slip away. So let's focus once again at that point at the top of your head. We're drawing in that white, cleansing, purifying light. This is that light that connects us to the peace of the universe, to the joy, the compassion, and the understanding and patience of the universe. This is a capacity for all of us to not only have these attributes, but to connect with these attributes, to share them with others. So as you receive this white light, allow it to cleanse you and fill you with the qualities of love, patience, charity, forgiveness. So as you inhale, draw in that white light. Let it circle through your body, cleanse and purify you. And as you breathe out, exhale, let go through the feet. And let all those stresses and worries and judgments be drawn and released through your feet into the earth. Now this is a passive process. So you receive the light, you don't have to pull it in, draw it in. You just open up and receive it. As you exhale, you're not pushing or forcing out the judgments or the worries or the fears. You're letting go of them. And you can feel them being drawn and sucked through your feet into the earth as the earth works to heal and cleanse and purify you. All you have to do is let go. All those worries and anger and concerns are not you. And they are not meant to stay within you. So just let go and feel them as they're drawn and sucked out of your body into the earth. So again, that deep breath in, feeling that white light enter and circulate and purify and cleanse you. And that exhalation, letting go, releasing, and feeling that lightness and peace left behind. So with each breath, become lighter, cleaner, and pure. The frustration, the anger, the judgments, all released. And all that is left is light, compassion, patience, and love. This is what we are made of. And this is that light that surrounds us. And as we receive this peace, we can be peace. Take that peace with us to soften the hearts of others, to help them feel that love and understanding, to help them let go of their own judgments and the judgments of the world and choose to be their true self. So again, reassess again where your mind is, where your focus is. Going back to your breath to anchor you in the moment, to find that peace, to find that space. I'm going to leave you for a moment or two to join you in this meditation. I'm going to leave you with an intention, a focus in this quiet. This intention that I choose my peace by letting go of my judgments. I choose my peace by letting go of judgment. So as your mind wanders, use this mantra, these words to bring you back. And you can even focus just on the statement, I choose peace. I will mind the time. And when you hear a soft bell, I will join you again and guide you quietly out of the meditation. Back to your breath again, focusing and anchoring you into this moment, into this present. Feeling cleansed, purified, centered and anchored into that moment of peace, choosing to be in this peace. Having released all judgments and cares and memories and worries of the future. Allowing yourself to be in the moment. To be one with yourself. Connecting with your true self. Rather than the self, the person that the world sees you as, or others judge you as, or what everyone wants you to be. You are you. Connect with this person, with this self. Embrace them. Embrace this peace that comes from meditation. Choose to be with your true self in this moment at this time. to feel their presence, to stand up to the world and to be peace, to be you. To find that love that springs up through all of us. So again, going back to the breath, we're going to take deep cleansing breaths, and with each exhalation, we're going to let out a sigh. A cleansing, releasing sigh, letting out all the stress and tension that may be left. Taking a deep breath in. Two more on your own. And when you feel the last tension melt away, when you feel centered and prepared to join this moment again and become aware of the space around you, you can choose to slowly open your eyes.